Hey guys, JJ the Biz Kid here. Welcome back to another video, and today I'm doing a Final Cut Pro X tutorial. So have you guys ever seen where a text, sort of like that one, goes behind something? Whoop. Well, how that is achieved is by drawing a mask around whatever it is you want it to go behind. So today I'm going to be showing you how to do that in Final Cut Pro. I hope you guys enjoy. Here we go.
Alright guys, welcome to Final Cut. So I'm assuming that you guys know how to import your footage, obviously that you have Final Cut, you have some test footage, you know how to make a text. If you know how to do all that, great, you're in the right place if you want to learn how to draw a mask. But if you are a total beginner, you're just starting out on Final Cut, I'll leave a link down below to a course that I highly suggest. I'm actually going through it right now, and it's a really good course. I recommend it to you guys. But let's just hop into it. So we are going to take our footage here. I'm just going to duplicate it over here so that we have something to work with. And we'll make a text. Let's see here. So when I point, I want the text to pop in right about there. I'm going to go grab a text. Throw that in. Probably about that size. Alright, we want to nudge it over a little bit. Maybe a little bit more over here. Yeah, that's good. Alright, so now that you have your text, you're gonna go, let's see, let me just tweak this a tad. Perfect. Alright, so to draw a mask, you're gonna go to your effects panel. Right here, you're gonna scroll down. I already have the window open. You're gonna go to masks, you're gonna go to draw mask, you're gonna grab that effect and drag it on. Drag and drop it on. Alright, I'm gonna close that window. And now, well, we'll go down here to the timeline. We'll click our right button to go right a couple frames. We'll start right before it goes over the text. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna click up here where you want to add these little markers. So these little markers are the actual mask. So what you're gonna be doing is just draw around whatever it is you want to cut out. So you can see that it got rid of the text. So what you want to do is, now we're going to mess around with our settings, and this is the important part. Watch this part carefully. You're going to go up to your up here, what is this called, your inspector. You're going to go up to your inspector, and you want to make sure that you have your title selected, which is what we're drawing the mask on. And then you're going to go onto this little film roll right here. Right now you're gonna go Invert Mask, right? Alright, there's our text, and so when we bring these over this, the text goes away because it's cutting out that text. It's like these lines are like scissors and it's just chopping that text. But we can put these lines around our arm, and then it'll look like the text is going behind the arm. So that's pretty much what we're doing. We're cutting out the text right where my arm is. We're not actually putting the layer behind it. So these settings are important. We're going to be adding keyframes to basically remember where these lines are. So obviously my arm is moving, so that'd be pretty useless if my mask is up here but my arm is down here. So we're going to add some keyframes, these little yellow things right here, to basically remember for us where that mask is. So you're going to start on your starting frame, obviously, and add a keyframe. You just click these little triangle and diamond looking things, and then transforms, you want to click all of these, and control points, you want all those clicked. Alright, so look at my screen. This is what you want clicked. These are what you want the computer to remember for you. So now that we've got all of those keyframes set up, we're going to go into here, we're going to zoom in, So you can do Command plus is the quick command, or you can just go up here and go 200%, 150%. I sort of like it at 150%. So now that you've got all your keyframes, your computer is remembering where this is. You're gonna go forward 1 frame, and then you're gonna move these. You're gonna move these a little bit, and see, oh, when I moved it, this keyframe came up. It's remembering where that is. So let's say I put this over here, it remembers where that is, but it also remembers where the last one was. So we're gonna go back a frame, boom, and it remembers. See? So we're gonna continue. We're just gonna draw around my arm nicely. This is very tedious. You have to take your time on this. It's really just very time consuming, but you're just gonna be drawing around my arm. You don't have to draw around the whole thing, just where the actual text is. Now here's something that's tricky that I got stumped on. If you're trying to draw the mask through this, it's not gonna work, because you've got your hand tool, your selector. Let's see, you've got your selector tool to move these, right? And that's probably what you're using. But if you want to go inside of here and like draw a mask through the words, you're gonna have to go down here and go to your position tool. That'll make sure that you're not like clicking this text, because we don't want to change or click that text, right? So we're gonna go back to where we were. See how it's already starting to remember them? So now we can, with our tool here, we can just move these without that little white box in our way, right? So if I go back to my A tool, I'm just using quick commands, A and P. So A is your selector tool, and then P is your position tool. So if I go to my A tool, see that white box comes up, and that basically Final Cut wants to grab that and move it. So that can be bad. When you're trying to grab one of these little pointer things and one's right here, and you grab the text and move it, then your entire thing is ruined. So when you're moving these little dots, you want to be in your position tool. That helps a lot. That's what stumped me for a while, so I hope that helped you guys. So we're just gonna continue along frame by frame. We're gonna grab these little dots and just go around just what we need. Just what we need. I'll speed this up for you guys so that you don't have to watch me do this for hours. Okay guys, so as you can see, we're sort of tracking our arm nicely. It's going with it, and it's making the text disappear. That's what we want. But now the T is going to start coming out the other side pretty soon. So we need to bring down all of these little blips, all these little markers. We need to bring them down onto the other side of our arm, right? So in the beginning, you want to give yourself as many little dots as you need, probably extra, so that you have a little bit of wiggle room. So it's just a little bit easy. You have a little bit more freedom to work with more dots. So let's just continue. I just wanted to start bringing it to the other side of whatever you want it to come out of. So we want it to go behind the arm, right? So we need it to come back out the other side of the arm. Alright, so let's do that. Alright, you guys can see this T starting to pop through. Alright guys, so you can see that we got on the end of our little, all of the letters down here, and they're just popping out the other side now. So we're just doing the same thing on the other side. It's nothing really different. And it's totally fine if your guys' mask is messy. Like, you can see little dots everywhere. That's totally fine because you're not going to see them later. So just keep that in mind. It's fine wherever your dots are. Just make sure that the text looks good. Alright guys, we're getting to our last frame here. We're just going to move these all out of the way so that you can see the whole text. And there you go. The hard work is done. So you can see if you go back frame by frame, it goes behind whatever it is you have it going behind. And it doesn't have to be pretty, like you can see little dots jumping around everywhere on my screen, just as long as the text looks good. And you can see with our keyframes that it's remembering where all those dots were. So this is good, we're looking great. You're pretty much done, except for if you want to change the feather a little bit, which we're not going to mess with, or fall off. That just makes it, that just makes the lines a little bit softer. So here, I'll show you. Feather. See, it gives it sort of like a fade. We don't really want that, so we're just going to put it back to 0. You might want that if you've got something, if it's a little bit rough for you. So, yep, there you go. We're going to click off of this. We're going to go to our A tool. Just click off. Now, if we watch it back, there you go. It looks like it goes behind the arm when we're just pretty much erasing the text around our arm. Alright, there you go. That's how you draw a mask. I hope you guys found this helpful. I know that I had a lot of roadblocks when it came to this, and if you guys have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. Just leave them down in the comments, and I hope this helped you guys. Thanks for watching.